Okay, class, if we are going to calculate the mean of a sampling distribution and a standard deviation of a sampling distribution, we need these two formulas here to do that. And what are the things that we need to identify? There's a p and also a p here and there. And then we also have an n here. All right. So what is p? P is the population proportion, n is the sample size. So when we look at this problem here and we want to find the mean and the standard deviation of the sampling distribution of the proportions of undergraduates involved in the campus organization, right? We're looking for the mean and standard deviation of the sampling distribution. We need P. And when we look in here, we read the question and we say that suppose that 29% of undergraduates at a large university are involved in a campus organization. That is the P, because we're looking for the proportion of undergrads involved in a college campus organization, and that's all of them. So that's the population proportion that they're telling us. So we're going to say that P equals 0.29. So change that percent to a decimal. N is a sample size, so we look for that. The administration plans to take an SRS, remember, simple random sample of 100 students. That is our N, because that is the word that talked about the sample. So our N is 100. The population is over 20,000, but that does not have a place in our formula to get the standard deviation for a sampling distribution. See, looking at the sampling distribution, the question's asking for the mean and standard deviation of a sampling distribution. So let's go ahead and plug things in. All right. So if P is 0.29, then the mean of my p hats is going to be 0.29. So I've got two options there that have that outcome, C and D. All right. If I'm going to write out the standard deviation, right, the square root starts with P, right? P is 0.29 times 1 minus P, which is 1 minus 0.29. And then we set our N, this guy is 100. So it's all over 100. So what of my answer choices is that? So 0.29, 1 minus 0.29 is 0.71. So both of them have the same P and 1 minus P, but N is 100, which is this guy here. So we have our final answer. The mean is 0.29. Standard deviation of my sample proportions would be this formula here. And there you have it.